No, I'm not worried at all. I rely on God, Allah.
And when people also say the system is broken, Dr. Zaid, I say this. The system in America is not broken, it's actually operating exactly how it was designed to operate.
They need to have a bad guy. They need to have an opposition in order to keep their strength. And right from the beginning, when they colonized this part of the world, they saw the First Nations people, the native people, as the other. So they were the savages. They were the nations they had to conquer. And so they used that.
So when we don't know much about people, we draw that map which is ignorant, which Rasulullah talked about. That is in our mind. And when we are in a hurry, or we are angry, or we are anxious, we use that stereotypical view to treat them.
They exploited indigenous populations in both countries, but especially in America, it was the African American population, because slaves built that country. There is like this, almost like this inherent threat that because there's this historical that we use violence on them, it's almost like, you know, if you punch someone, you put up your dukes and you're ready to, it's like I'm expecting something back, and I'm gonna maybe hit them back again. Like I'm so scared because I know I've already hit them.
It is written in the Constitution that black people constitute 3/5 of a person. And it is institutionalized in the United States of America, which has dehumanized black people.
You have a long-standing policy in the United States of killing and diminishing black people. That's just straight up. What's different from us between the Uyghur? What's different between us and Rohingya? What's different from us from any of the people who are being, slaughtered and have to be fearful to walk out their house, to be verbally abused in front of their mothers, their wives, their children, slapped, beaten, okay, killed, arrested, lied about in the court, not given no, this is oppression. These are human rights violations across the board.
Oppression is unsustainable. You cannot sustain it. And people will eventually rise up against oppression. How many George Floyds do you need to see? How many Ahmaud Arbery's do you need to see? How many masajid have these mass murders come in before you rise up against oppression?
They can't do anything else to us that they ain't doing. We say enough is enough. People are sick and tired of being sick and tired.
Bigotry and racism cannot be legislated away. Like, this is a disease of the heart. Diseased hearts have to be treated, and then there has to be like a cultural shift.
Talk is cheap. Well done beats well said. Okay, so just talking about the problem is only part of it, but you have to talk about what the problem is in order for people to take a step back and maybe put things together. Okay.
Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala tells us in the Quran, said, "Fatabayyanu," verify. Before you take the first step, verify. So you don't affect people ignorantly and then you become regretful.
We all must take responsibility and accountability for each other. We all have to be more sensitive towards where we're living. We have to have unity. It's part of Amr bil Ma'ruf wa Nahy anil Munkar to stand up for the rights of others, not just yourself.
Yes.
Even if he was not Muslim, it doesn't make a difference. It's upon the Muslims to lead the way in that regard and to stand up for the truth.
Human rights. Because to uphold the rights of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, you care about the creation of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala.
And so Muslims, represent a rising force in the world. In other words, we have the potential to replace Western society in dominance. We have a spiritual code. We have an economic system. When socialism, has failed people, when capitalism is failing people, what is there left? Islam is really the only international system that was actually successful.
The Quran and the Sunnah is the solution for everything. Okay? There is nothing that we need to do but stick to the program.
And so, have you not traveled through the land and saw the fate of those before who thought they were so arrogant, who thought they were undefeatable, who thought that they were like gods? But when Allah, the one and only true God, gave his punishment, one punishment, they were wiped out. They were wiped out.
Do I feel that the New York police are providing enough protection, or do I have to have protection of my own? I look for protection from Allah.